are going to see a very powerful strategy called as the turbo strategy. Okay. Turbo strategy, just like the name suggests, it is focusing on a very important aspect of the market. And what is that? It focuses on when a market is going to get out of a range, right? What is the range? Range is a situation where the prices are a little confused. Okay, the prices are a little confused and they want to get out of that scenario क्योंकि bore हो गए, right? Now at that scenario, what they want to do is उस रेंज से बाहर कैसे निकलेंगे, रेंज से बाहर कैसे निकलेंगे. तो यहाँ पर कई लोग हैं जिन्हें रेंज के बारे में जानना है. तो बताता हूँ आपको कि ये एक प्राइस नॉर्मली इस प्रकार ट्रेंड होता है या इस प्रकार नीचे जाता है. ठीक है. तो ऐसे मामले में जब प्राइस begins to move in this way, this is called as a range scenario. All right, this is called as a range scenario. So now in the range scenario, how do we address the market? Where people lose maximum money, they lose maximum money in a range bound scenario, right? They lose maximum money in a range bound scenario. Because range bound scenario mein people tend to lose a lot of money. How many of you agree with me? Can you give me a thumbs up? How many of you agree that in a range bound market, we lose a lot of money? You can deal with that in options too. But then the problem is that people don't know how to deal with options, right? सबको लगता है कि सस्ता ऑप्शन छोटी छोटी एक्सपेंस बड़ी कमाई, right? Everyone wants to do that. And what happens is छोटा एक्सपेंस बड़ा डैमेज. Correct? That is the problem. Options is like a mirage. Why? Unless and until you are very clear that it is a mirage, you will always have difficulty. So now when you're going to deal with the range, let me just go into the system and show you how do we do it. You have to wait for the first 15 minutes. Once you wait for the first 15 minutes, you know that the market is trying to tell you something. And what is it trying to tell you? Whether it wants to go up or go down. So I prefer 15 minutes. Some people prefer 30 minutes. It is up to everyone else. But I have designed this turbo strategy based on the first 15 minutes. And what do? I wait for the morning range. So this is for the first 50. So 9:15 to 9:20 is the first candle. 9:20 to 9:25 is the second candle. 9:25 to 9:30 is the third candle, right? I'm breaking it down so that you don't have any questions. Then I go for confirmation. What is the confirmation? Confirmation is when a range is broken to the upside or when a range is broken to the downside. Now, when that happens, it becomes very, very clear. And as always, I prefer to go with a long body candle. क्योंकि long body candle बता देता है कि interest है कि नहीं है, right? Small body candle is not a clear candle. A long body candle is a much clearer candle. Now, agar breakout with volumes is a more significant aspect of the market. Breakout with volumes is a more significant aspect of the market. And if there is a breakout with volume, it gives great strength to the movement. And that's what we want to do. So now when that happens, then again we go into the execution part. What is the execution part? You will trade if the long body candle is broken on the upper end of the range, you will trade long. It's broken the lower end of the range, you will go short, right? Just reverse these rules and then you can trade on the long or the short side. Now, again, you have got two options here, unlike the previous strategy, right? In this, you can either take the width of the range. If the width of the range is very wide, go for a 50% of the width. Or even better, I would say, is that if the range is more than 1.5% of the CMP, then you are going to take on a very risky trade. So for people who are new into the market, it's best avoided. For people who are going to take action, okay, people who are going to take action and they know that, yes, this is what they're dealing with, they can immediately go for it and they can go for the range. If it is 1%, 1.5%, it's fine. But beyond that, it is a wider range. So let's go and take a look. You can see here, wait for the first 15 minutes, then mark out the range. And if the prices are tagging or trying to penetrate the upper end of the range, it is an indication that there is some bit of bullishness being seen. If they are tapping the lower end of the range, that means that there is some selling pressure being built up. So that's the kind of hint which the price gives you. The price always tries to speak to you. The thing is that you got to connect with the whole flow. Now, once the candle is broken, you can see here that as soon as the candle is broken to the upside, you know that yes, there is a movement here and then volumes are increasing, and you can just initiate your trade with the stop loss below the end of the range, and then wait for your profit booking scenario. Now again, let's see some example. You can do it on international stocks also. I just shown you to just give you an understanding that you can trade on any instrument, right? The range concept will work for you. Now you can see here that as soon as the trade starts moving, you can see here that the prices are beginning to move. On the buy side, this is on the sell side. Again, you got the upper end of the range which is locked. The prices are pushing toward the downside. Now, on the downside, you can see here that the prices are moving below the range and the volumes are increasing with a long body candle, placing a stop loss above the end of the range. Either book 1% of the CMP or you can exit wherever you choose. You can even trail your stop. The width of the range. What do you call as the width of the range? Okay, what do you call as the width of the range? This is the width of the range. This is the width of the range, and you can take a trade based on this, right? I hope you're getting some idea. And within 15 minutes, so now within 15 minutes, you will get clarity. So I have taken a 5-minute chart, but I have placed it. I'm waiting for the first 15 minutes. So let's go and take a look on the charts as well. Okay, let's go and take a look on the charts. Hang on a moment. Let me just show you on the charts. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just pulling on a chart here. Okay, so there is a range available. Okay, this is a range available. You can see here that this is a chart of Hindalco. Okay, this is a chart of Hindalco, as you can see. So now, the moment you get a trade here, right? The moment you get a entry here. So this is the long body candle. Above this, if the price begins to go, then it is a positive move, right? So like for example, take this stock. You can see here that it spent some time within the range, right? Can you see here? It spent some time within the range. Then what happened? After spending some time within the range, the price broke out, correct? The price broke out. And what happened? As soon as the price broke out, it started moving, right? It started moving, and this is where the movement emerged. You had a long body candle, decent size candle here, and the prices started moving. Now you can also add volumes here. So volume give you more indication. Now you can see here that volume started building up, and these volume bars are taller, so this feels small. Otherwise, these are also decent size volume. So you can see here that it is very effective way to find out. Now your question is, how can we find out the stocks that are in action? There are some questions which are coming here. I do understand that yes, finding stocks, finding moving stocks is always a challenge. How many of you agree that finding moving stocks has been a permanent challenge for a very long time? हमेशा एक प्रॉब्लम रहता है कि कौन से स्टॉक्स मूव हो रहे हैं, कौन से स्टॉक्स काम कर रहे हैं, ये जानना एक it's a permanent problem. So what happens is that when that problem is there, every problem has a solution. How many of you agree? How many of you agree that every problem has a solution? Can you give me a thumbs up? How many of you agree that every problem has a solution? Okay, some of you have agreed. Good. Now, my next question is, every solution only needs to be found. How many of you agree with me? Right? Every solution only needs to be found. And that's what we are attempting to do with NeoTrader. We are trying to solve the problem of every trader. How is that? By showing him an opportunity creating machine. We are showing you an opportunity. बोलते हैं ना कि आपको खुद का opportunity create करना चाहिए. NeoTrader is one such tool that is creating opportunity for you every day. And all you have to do is just open your eyes, stay focused, and you will be able to make money. So all NeoTrader people who are there on the group, who are watching me right now, please type NT on the chat. I want to know how many NeoTrader family members are watching me right now and are agreeing with me right now, because I know that stocks ढूंढना मुमकिन है और NeoTrader से आसान है. So let me just show you what this turbo strategy has done in the last few days, right? Concur turbo strategy gave you a return of 28% potential move. Max Financial on 25th gave you a return of 8%. निफ्टी जो पूछ रहे थे निफ्टी के बारे में, 23 तारीख को टर्बो स्ट्रैटेजी वर्क्स वेरी वेल ऑन निफ्टी. It gave you a return of 8%. Give you a return of 8%. How many people are satisfied with 8% on Nifty? Yeah. How many of you are satisfied with 8% on Nifty? And जो कैश वाले हैं, अगर आप 1 लाख वर्थ ऑफ शेयर्स खरीदते, you would have made a return of 10% in Tata Elxsi. Well, some other stocks may have made lesser, some other stocks may have made much more. But then the objective, what I'm trying to show you here is that when NeoTrader is available for you, so people are asking me, how do I do it with NeoTrader? On NeoTrader, you have got something called as price action, and you have got something called as price and volume combined, right? So what this does is, वो आपको बताता है कि कौन से स्टॉक में एक्शन हो रहा है, कौन से स्टॉक में एक्शन हो रहा है और कौन से स्टॉक में आप काम कर सकते हैं. So when that emerges, okay, when that comes in front of your screen, how many of you feel that आप उस पर काम कर सकते हैं? Page is coming from the expert alerts page. Just go to the expert alerts page and you will see that you will be able to go to this price action. So now all you have to do is go to this page, go to the price action, and then find out which stock is moving. I have just shown you 2 strategies today. In the forthcoming sessions, I will be sharing with you some more approaches. So आप जाइए expert alerts पे, expert पर जाकर आपको ये पेज आ जाएगा. And then on this page, you can see the price action. Bullish click कीजिए, bullish आ जाएगा. Bearish पे click कीजिए, bearish stocks आ जाएगा. And इस बहाने आपको पता चल जाएगा कि what is the overall approach, right? For those who are familiar with the market, right? Those who are familiar with the market, they'll know that how much time it takes to participate.